So, good day mga anak. So, ipagpapaliwanag ko naman sa inyo or ipapaliwanag ko naman ang verbs. So, all about verbs. So, madami nating napapansin na nagagamit na natin siya sa ating daily speaking pero hindi natin alam na verbs na pala yun. So, ano ba yung verbs? So, verbs express action or state of being. They determine the subject as the doer or receiver of an action. They also complete the thought of a sentence. Okay, pag gagawa kayo ng isang sentence or pangungusap, there must be a verb. Walang sentence ang walang verb. Lahat ng sentence, kailangan ng verb. Kahit napakasimpleng salita, for example, run. That is a complete thought. Meaning to say, inuutusan ka na tumakbo. That is verb. And verb is basically have a four principal parts known as follows. So, meron siyang four basic principal parts. So, that is the basic form, the present participle, past, and participle. So, when we say basic form or base form, these are the root word. For example, want, plant, rise, drive, set. So that is the root word. Present participle. Wanting, planting, rising, driving, set. Past. Wanted, planted, rose, drove, set. Participle. Wanted, planted, risen, driven, set. So mapapansin natin bakit siya may present participle. So ang present participle mostly sa mga regular verbs, it ends on ing. Pag irregular verbs, mostly nababagong spelling or hindi nababagong spelling. So bakit po meron naman tayong past at meron naman tayong participle? So ang past ay ginagamit naman yan sa simple present tense. Ang participle ay ginagamit sa perfect tense. So makikita natin sa susunod na slide kung paano ginagamit ang past at ang participle. So ang verb ay meron ding tinatawag na voice. So these are two voice of verb. Active is the doer of the action and passive, the subject is the receiver of the action. So pag ang verb ay ginamit mo sa isang sentence at ito ang gumagawa, active yun. So for example, the students submitted their project to their teacher. Okay? Which is the subject, the students. Sila kasi yung taong gumagawa. Anong ginawa nila? Submitted their project to their teacher. So meaning to say, the students are the doer. Sila yung tagagawa, gumagawa. And then sa passive, their project was submitted by the students to their teacher. So meaning to say, mas mahalaga yung project kumpara sa students. Pag gumagamit tayo ng passive voice, mas mahalaga yung project. Dito naman sa active voice, mas mahalaga yung students. So their project was submitted by the students to their teacher. So sa passive, gumagamit tayo ng word na by. So mostly, itong active and passive voice ay ginagamit yan sa past tense. So meron din tinatawag tayong regular and irregular verbs. Verbs can also be classified as being regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs form their past tense and past participle by adding the or ed. Meanwhile, irregular ones are formed by either change in spelling or sometimes no change at all. So, meron tayong regular, for example, want, wanted, wanted. Caught, caught, caught. Jump, jump, jump. And irregular, see, saw, seen. Pray, prayed, prayed. Let, let, let. Okay, bakit tayo merong irregular and regular verbs? So, these are, for verbs have tenses, these tenses are used to indicate time. When an action happened and happens or will happen. So, ginagamit natin itong mga regular and irregular verbs para ma-determine natin kung kailan mangyayari, kung kailan nangyari, at kung paano o hindi pala paano, kung kailan mangyayari sa susunod pang future. Okay? So, meron tayong nahahati kasi ang tenses natin sa dalawang basic. So, that is a simple tense and present tense. Okay? Meron din tayong tinatawag na progressive tense. So, unahin muna natin yung simple tense. Doon muna tayo sa dalawa. Okay? Simple tense. Okay, ang simple tense ay nahahati sa tatlo. The simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. Okay, sa Tagalog, ito yung kasalukuyan, nakaraan, at hinaharap. Yun lang yun. Yun ang simple tenses ng English. So, we are going to study simple present tense. Tells an action that is repeated or ongoing. The verbs usually ends in simple base form or S form. For example, the sun rises in the east. So, itong sun is singular. So, we have to use rises with S. Okay? Paano pag plural ang subject? For example, Nick and Neo drive or drove. Okay? Pag past tense, drove. Or pag present, drive. In the east. Okay? So that is for plural. Paano naman pag simple past tense? Okay? Simple past tense tells an action that happened already in the past. Example, Jason visited his family last year. So, meaning to say, it's already happened. Nakaraan na at natapos na. Okay? Yun lang yun. Pag simple present, kasalukuyan. So, usually we add S if the subject is singular. Pag sa simple past tense, ganito lang siya. Visited. Pag regular siya na past tense. Mostly, halimbawa, meron tayong mga irregular past tense. So, meron, for example, set. Set. Let. Okay? That are example of irregular. How about in simple future tense? Tells an action that will happen in the future. The verb is usually preceded by auxiliary verb or will. Example, Nathan will fly to Davao next week. So, itong mga example na ito sa simple future tense, kailan tayo gumagamit ng shall at kailan tayo gagamit ng will. So, ginagamit natin ang shall sa mga verb o sa mga subject na he, she, it. So, in this case, meron tayong proper name and that is Nathan. So, Nathan will fly to Davao next week. Ganun lang yun kasimple. So, sa simple tenses, nahahati lang tayo sa present, past, and future. Ang kasalukuyan, nakaraan, at ang hinaharap. So, ano naman yung perfect? Kasi meron na tayong simple, pinerfect pa natin. So, yung pag sinabi nating perfect, ito naman yung tells an action that happened in the past. Present perfect tense. Punta na tayo agad doon. Tells an action that happened in the past and still happening in the present. Oh my God, medyo mahirap na yon. Meron na daw siyang action na nangyari sa nakaraan and still happening in the present. Ganun ang present perfect tense. Action na nangyari noong nakaraan na hanggang sa kasalukuyan ay nangyayari pa din. Okay, example. The main verb written in its past participle is preceded by has for singular subject except I and singular you, and have for plural verbs including I and singular you. Okay, Jocelyn has worked as social worker in the city. Nakalagay dito is has worked. Meaning to say, si Jocelyn ay nagtatrabaho bilang social worker sa city. Until now. Okay? Kaya gumamit siya ng has worked. Si Jocelyn ay hanggang ngayon nagtatrabaho pa rin na social worker sa city. Okay? Meaning to say, matagal na siyang nagtatrabaho sa city. Pero until now, hindi pa rin siya nagre-retiro. Until now, ginagawa pa rin niya yun. So that is present perfect tense. Nangyari na nung nakaraan, kaya nga perfect, tapos na. And then present, kasalukuyan. Present perfect tense, parehong nagaganap. Okay? The students have prepared for their presentation. Okay. For example, The students have prepared for their presentation. Meron na silang na-prepared, yung presentation nila, na-prepared na nila, and then, until now, piniprepared pa rin. Hindi pa rin natatapos. So, ganun yung present perfect tense. Okay, ano nito mo kasunod is past perfect tense. Tells an action that happened and ended in the past before another action in the past happened. The main verb written in its past participle is preceded by had. So, dito na natin ginagamit yung past participle. Kanina, sa simple past tense, ginagamit natin yung past tense. Sa past perfect tense, ang ginagamit natin ay past participle. So, tells an action that happened and ended in the past before another action in the past happened. The main verb written in the past participle is preceded by had. Meaning to say, dalawang action na nangyari sa parehong nakaraan. Dalawang action na nangyari sa parehong nakaraan. Yun ang past perfect tense. Meaning to say, meron siyang nangyaring interruption. Meron siyang interruption na nangyari. Example, I had cooked before he asked me to do so. I had cooked before he asked me to do so. Nagluto na ako bago mo pa sabihin. Okay? Dalawang action. Ano yung action na yun? Cook and then ask. Cook and ask. So, pag gagamit tayo ng past perfect tense, dalawang past participle ang gagamitin natin. Yung unang past participle is kailangan natin gamitan ng had, and then yung susunod na participle wala ng had. For example, more example is when I got to the cinema theater, the film had started. Okay? Nung dumating ako sa sinihan, nagsimula na ang pelikula. Meaning to say, dalawang action na nangyari na noong pang nakaraan. Na nagkaroon ng interruption or nagkaroon ng dalawang past action na parehong nangyari. Okay? Nauna lang yung, ano yun ang nauna? Ang nauna lang natin ay yung may had. Okay, last one. The future perfect tense. An action that will happen and end in the future before another action in the future happens. The main verb written in its past participle is preceded by will have. Ulitin ko ha. Future perfect tense tells an action that will happen and end in the future before another action in the future happens. The main verb written in its past participle is preceded by will have. Okay. Ito namang future perfect tense, okay, so, is a future action. Okay? Mag-iisip ka na mangyayari sa future na pareho mong matatapos. For example, by the time I finish this project, I will have eaten more chocolate. Okay? By the time I finish this project, I will have eaten more chocolate. So when we are going to analyze, I will have. So this is future perfect tense, eaten more chocolate. Sa oras na matapos ko itong proyektong ito, kakain ako ng madaming chocolate. Ibig sabihin, iniisip mo pa lang yung future, o iniisip mo pa lang yung mangyayari, alam mo na yung gagawin mo. That is future perfect tense. By the time I finish this project, I will have eaten more chocolate. Another good example is that if we are going to have a face-to-face classroom, I will have a recitation every day. Okay? Kung meron tayong face-to-face recitation, kung meron tayong face-to-face classroom at hindi tayo modular or online, I will have a daily recitation. So that is a future perfect tense. So I hope nakatulong sa inyo itong verbs, all about verbs from regular, simple, or regular and irregular, active and passive, past, simple past, simple present, and simple future, and then the perfect tenses. So yun lang ang tatandaan natin. Sa mga perfect tenses, mostly dalawa yung verb na ginagamit. Sa simple tenses, ito lang yung mga, mostly ang ginagamit natin dito ay mga simple sentence din. Simple tense is equals to simple sentence.